like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring that little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. Oh boy, it's been an exciting week here in Doctor Who fan. I was watching. I really shouldn't advertise other people's streams. What am I talking about? Of course I should. I just weirdly slipped into an alternate reality where YouTube treated it. So YouTubers like myself treated themselves like legacy media. No. Of course I'm going to promote other streams. I was watching Dan Hadley's stream, the Type 40 podcast last night. And we were just talking, people enthusing about how wonderful this is, what a great time this is to be a fan of Doctor Who. I've been thinking about it. I can't think of a better time, right? I mean, look, 2005, 2004, 2005, very exciting. And like Doctor Who being successful was surreal, right? For an old school Doctor Who fan like me, it was just surreal, right? Bizarre. Because I grew up in the 80s where Doctor Who was a bit of a joke, right? I mean, by the time I got into my later teens, it was Sylvester McCoy's like darker seasons, and they were, generally speaking, we all quite like those. Like my normie friends kind of like those as well. You know, when I would sit around and smoke lots of weed. Actually, we didn't smoke weed in those days. It was hash. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs. I have no idea if that's still around today. Anyway, I digress. But that normally went well with things like The Greatest Show in the Galaxy when you're 17. Anyway, I digress. But yeah, so growing up, Doctor Who was not that popular. It really was in the 80s. It was a bit embarrassing. So it was really surreal that it was so insanely successful in 2005. But it was very exciting in the run-up to 2003 when it was announced. 2004 you started seeing the recording. In 2005 when it came out, that was very, very, very exciting. I do agree. It was very exciting around the 50th anniversary. This is more exciting, right? I think right now is much more exciting for several reasons. Firstly, look, I don't know where you are on the current era of Doctor Who, the Jodie Whittaker era of Doctor Who. I have absolutely detested it. I really, really hate it. Don't let my hatred of it impact your love of it if you happen to like it. I love people liking things. I like people liking Doctor Who, right? I've hated it, all right? And I think it's the opposite of Doctor Who, right? I really do, but that's a whole other issue. But, we're moving on from that. Why dredge all this up? But fandom's been in a bad place. I mean, I think generally speaking, the world it has not done well with social media, right? It's been designed to keep us at everybody's throats. We've had toxic fandom, and toxic fandom calls anybody who isn't toxic fandom, which makes it a little bit more confusing. It's just been a really miserable time. And it's really sad. It's been a very, very miserable time in fandom. I don't know. There's been when I talk about toxic fandom, I'm talking about the people who live on Twitter. Right, and they don't do it anymore. Maybe they don't, but they used to monitor the communications of people who were undesirable, evil. I mean, this sounds stupid, right? But actually, this is what they did. There was groups dedicated to this, and they would watch the communications, like the people on social media, and then when they found something that they could lambast, they go, see, he's a racist. He hates women. And it would always be completely spurious, right? But thankfully that's going anyway. It's on its way out. I still see whenever there's still vestiges of it around. I saw it like about 2-3 weeks ago. Man. But what can you? But anyway, I digress. It's been a really miserable time in fandom. Not just that, it's been a miserable time in Doctor Who. Again, if you like it, God bless you. It hasn't done well. It's been the least popular it's ever been. It's gone from being the most popular to the least popular, and I think because it wasn't very good. I mean, it really bottom line. And so it's like we've seen it like crumble and fall apart before our eyes. But now, like watching all this, David Tennant, Catherine Tate filming all these scenes, Neil Patrick Harris, I think it's fantastic news, right? I think it's absolutely fantastic news. And I'm very excited about it. Like we keep getting all these location footage stuff being shot, and I think Russell is kind of encouraging it a bit, right? I think he is. I think he's definitely, playing it up a bit because he sees how excited he is getting the viewing public. And this is what, 2 years out from about a year out, year and a half out, year and a couple of months out from transmission, or is it? That's one of the stories that we're going to get to. Fine. Look, before we get into it, like, share, and subscribe, comment. That's all that stuff is fantastic. Thank you very much. I am insanely grateful. I say it by rote, but I actually mean it. I am very, very grateful, YouTube. And the southern algorithms are not doing well for my channel right now, right? They're being, the growth has become shrinkage. Listen, I'm not the sort of gentleman who can stand much shrinkage, if you know what I mean. But so if you can consider hitting the subscribe button, that'd be really, really nice. You can consider sharing this video. That really genuinely helps me. Comment. If you sign up to my Substack, it's in the video notes. It's my email newsletter. I send out content, what I'm doing every day. I send out some comic strips as well. I have a paid one where I'm sending out more exclusive, bigger comic strips. But I think this week I'm going to start sending out some of the old out of print Blake 7 ones. I was doing that about a month or so ago, 2 months ago, before the last couple of months. A busy time for me. Let's just say that. Anyway, so sign up to that. If you ever don't see me on YouTube, if a day goes by and I'm not screaming into the ether about something, I have been banned, so please sign up my Substack and you will be able to find me. And all the craziness that there ensues. Fine, let's start getting to the news, because there is a lot of it about. Now, we're going to be looking at all of them, up until last, I sort of cut off it yesterday, all the location footage of people, of David and Catherine and Neil Patrick Harris. It's insanely exciting, right? It's all insanely exciting. They're looking at all out in detail. That's going to be at the end of the video. It's from my live stream I did last night. I think, why just go over exactly the same stuff again? I'll just take that. We can watch that, and it's. Did I mention it? I'm excited. Did I? Because I am. I'm a bit damn excited about what's going on. But here, let's start off with some actual news. What is it over here? Doctor Who TV comes up with actually a bit of firm information. It hasn't been confirmed, but still, I think this is pretty darn firm information. David Tennant and Tate filming 3 specials for 60th anniversary. So I don't know the nature of how these are going to be delivered. I think probably on TV, but I think probably in bits on TikTok as well, or something, because they always say we're filming scenes for the anniversary. They never say we're filming anniversary special. I think the delivery method of this Doctor Who is the innovation that I'm waiting to see, because I think this is why Russel David came back, amongst the reasons why he came back, because the media is changing. We're in a fulcrum shift right now, media. As in, we're a fulcrum shift with pretty much everything, right? We are genuinely in this big change going on. And I think he wants to define how entertainment is delivered for the next century, which is, next century, maybe next decade. I don't know. But it feels like you're holding, you're looking at the future, right? I remember when I got my first iPad, and the iPad 1 compared to the one now is like clunky, right? Clunky, but you probably don't remember, right? I got that first one. I'm an early adopter, as a sad bastard that I am. But it felt like you were holding the future, right? It did. It was so like, what? Because before tablet, it was like the first real tablet came out. So it feels like they're making the future, which is one of the reasons why I'm a bit excited, a little bit excited. Anyway, here was some from the footage being shot. David with his new look, looking pretty much identical to he did, in 2006. That pact with Satan still working out for you, David. Still working out for you. Good on you. So somebody knows that David and Tape rumors have from earlier this year claimed that the duo is sticking around for more than just one special. Yes, that is indeed the truth. Think TARDIS. Noel's channel was probably one of the first to break that, right? Great channel for news and rumors. I go to it often, right? I go to it often. A clapable snap by fans reveals the scenes filming in Bristol this week, featuring Neil Patrick Harris, which Oh my god, it's going to be huge. Are for episode 3. So we see at least 3 special. Where does it say episode 3 here? Is that it? Oh, I can't. You know what? I don't have no idea what I'm looking at. I guess they must know what they're talking about because I don't see it anywhere here, right? I guess they must know what they're talking about because they wrote the story. So, that's a bit of a giveaway. But okay, I also note that I don't think that's a new logo, right? I doubt there's a new logo. But maybe it is. I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? It seems very, very reminiscent of the Pertwee logo. So yeah, 3 specials. So when Russel's always said the first one's going to be on the anniversary, right? On November 23rd, 2023. Or is it? So the rumor circling around right now, and this is, we're going to be looking at these in more detail in a minute. This is from the Bristol shoot. This is some of the production art. And again, when you see how much time and trouble they put into this, it's incredible. But you have this circus thing. West London, going from December 14th to the 30th. And you can't see it on this one. But you have showtimes for each day. December 25th is missing, right? So through that, some prognosticators have said that's because it's airing on Christmas Day. Christmas Day 2022. So there has been a persistent rumors there is going to be some kind of surprise on Christmas Day 2022. I don't know. I'm excited to find out, right? I'm excited. Did I mention I was excited? Did I? Because I am. You're going to see why soon, because these things look fantastic. But yeah, before we focus more on now, let's look at the future. What's coming next? What's coming after Russel? Because how long is he staying around for? Maybe a season? We don't even know if there's going to be a traditional season. Nobody has any idea how this stuff is going to go down. So I saw this article yesterday on Bleeding Cool. I said, well, this is worth looking at, right? This is totally worth looking at. Grant Morrison plans to replace Russel Davies on Doctor Who. I would be thrilled, right? Look, Grant Morrison and Alan Moore have had some kind of weird feud going on for many years. I'm not sure they still do. I get the feeling Alan Moore probably outgrew it. Or maybe not. I don't know. But, listen, if I ever choose between Alan Moore or somebody else, I'm always in Camp Alan. That being said, I like Grant Morrison's work a lot, and I like his TV work a lot as well. So, and I think it'll be interesting to have a new voice on Doctor Who. So, let's read this article. Over 40 years ago, Grant Morrison wrote a few short Doctor Who comic strips for Doctor Who magazine. Still fantastic, right? The Colin Baker, he did the last Colin Baker one, which had they ended up on this. Where they end up on Marinus, right? But it was a desert planet, and there was a time destructor or something going on there, moving time forward, and the Vord were being force evolved into Cybermen. And he had old Jamie in it, who was Mad Jamie because he never had his memories erased. Fantastic story. Really good story. It was John Ridgway did the art, and I think Timothy Perkins helped on the inks, but it still was that classic Ridgway style. It was a great story. Really worth checking out. It's on the... must be on the second collection of Doctor Who magazine comic strips. Again, really fantastic. I love that one. Then went on to one of the leading likes of the comic book industry, including Animal Man, very good book, Arkham Asylum, breathtaking, Invisibles, I like that a lot, The Filth is just bizarre, Fasimo, JLA, Batman and Robin, all this stuff I never really got into. All-Star Superman is actually pretty good. That had Frank Quietly do the art, and gorgeous. I really like it. That's probably one of my favourite Superman books of all time. New X-Men and much more. But recently he's moved into he started writing with TV, writing and producing TV such as Brave New World and Happy. Now, some didn't like Brave New World. I loved it. Right, I thought it was one of the best things on TV. Whatever year it was, 2020, it came out. I thought it was fantastic. Now, the reason it died a death because it was critical of establishment orthodoxy. It was critical of giving over control of civilization to social media and social media algorithms, essentially, and it did so. And I thought it was a brilliant production. Absolutely, if you haven't seen it, really really recommend it. If I would challenge anybody to watch that production and go, wow, I would love to see what this guy does with Doctor Who, and challenge anybody who wants to say it was fantastic. Now, it's not like the book. It's kind of based on the book. I watched Star Trek Strange New Worlds last night and freaking loved it after absolutely hating Star Trek Discovery and Star Trek Picard. I felt the same way about them as I felt about the Jodie Whittaker Doctor Who. I absolutely despised it, right? I'm enjoying Strange New Worlds. So Strange New Worlds, I would say, is based on Star Trek. It's not Star Trek. It feels like Star Trek. It looks like Star Trek, but it's kind of based on Star Trek. It's in its own universe in my head. Anyway, so this is the same thing with Brave New World. It's based on a Brave New World, and it's a new work, and I think a very, very successful work. So anyway, let's see what it's got to say. But on their Substack newsletter, Xanadum, writer, just as Russell Davies is returning as showrunner, Grant Morrison has started talking about returning to Doctor Who. Ooh. A couple of years ago, they told Tech Raider, why is it they? Don't tell me his pronouns are they, them, not he, him. Or maybe it's just the writer. I honestly, it's bizarre, this whole pronoun thing, and I always thought it was very strange. They're like how you get to choose your pronouns. It's like getting to choose your adjectives. Like, imagine my adjectives were, intelligent and handsome, right? Whenever you refer to me, you have to refer to me as intelligent and handsome. They're my adjectives. I don't think you get to pick your pronouns, do you? I don't know. It doesn't. It's a bit weird. But anyway, I'm going to say he. Where was it? Told Tech Radar. It kind of did happen. I did pitch a couple, but it didn't work out. One of these days, I've got a whole season worked out, and I'm sure it will happen eventually. Listen, if Titan have been actively working hard in making bad comics that nobody wants to buy. I did a review of the Dr. Jodie comic, not the Dr. Ruth comic, and my overwhelming critique of it is it's lazy, right? The pages of art look lazy, they look traced, they looked they didn't have background. It looked like they were doing. Hey, look, a good page of art should take you about a page a day to do, right? This looked like they were doing 3 to 4 pages a day. The script probably took no more than an hour or two to write. If it broke an hour, right? That thing, if it broke an hour, I would have been. It just seemed lazy, right? Really, really unbelievably lazy. So instead of and the reason it's lazy, the reason that the artist is doing, what was it, Anita, who was actually not bad. The reason that they're rushing is probably they're underpaid. The reason they're underpaid is because the comics aren't selling. The reason the comics aren't selling is because they're low quality, right? They are low quality. If Grant Morrison, comic book writer Grant Morrison, had a whole season of Doctor Who ready to go, why not pay him and produce that? Grant, and have to make your own Doctor. Like, that would probably do very well. I would buy that, idiot. I mean, just get the stories and let somebody else write it. Oh, it's so stupid, right? It's so stupid. Today, Grant Morrison posted far more details to his Substack, including his thoughts on this mutilation of language for ideology is just so unbelievably irritating. Including their thoughts on the currently Jodie Whittaker, Peter Capaldi, Stephen Moffat, and Russell Davies, but also what happened with the pitching. I got to sign up for this Substack now. When it went down, turns out just as Matt Smith was to leave, though before Peter Capaldi had been named. Right at the this is fascinating. At the start of 2013, I went down to London to pitch a bunch of ideas to Stephen Moffat and his team. I correctly guessed the new Doctor will be an older man. I speculated a cross between Pertwee and Peter Cushing, oddly enough. Guess you nailed that, really. And suggested he'll be chalking his racing thoughts on blackboards all the time. That's interesting. They seem to have adopted that. I mean, really? I think there were 2 potentially great stories out there. Out of the 5 or so I pitched. One was very timey-wimey, also dying to work as a high-concept Doctor Who feature film. The other was a heart-wrenching, emotive railway children episode set in World War II. Oh, man! I want to see this! I want to read this again. Why didn't Titan Comics just make this and sell comics that people wanted? You know, it's like, it's not rocket science, is it? Is it? Nevertheless, even after a few attempts at refining the first idea, I didn't make the grade. I'm surprised at that. Having now worked at all stages of TV production, I know exactly where I went wrong. In emphasizing certain aspects of the story over the ones that the BBC were keener to have in the foreground. One of my stories involved meeting the Doctor as a child, which then happened in a very different way in the episode Listen. I'd also created some new monsters that really liked. New monsters that they really liked. So while I'm willing to commission any scripts for me, BBC did often buy my baddies. As an offer, it left a lot to be desired. But I'd got more busking Oasis songs for an hour. Okay, really? Well, so I declined and kept the characters in the event I ever got another shot. Smart man. That's the professional writer for you. A few years ago, I befriended my personal favorite TV author, who also did a few Doctor Who episodes. Following many chats, we ended up with a whole fantasy season of Doctor Who. Could it be Russel Davies talking about? Whole fantasy season of Doctor Who adventures that can only be described as revolutionary. We have big, mad ideas for the Doctor, the companions, Daleks, season arc, the TARDIS, and everything else. Okay, I mean, like, if I wasn't excited already, I'm like vibrating with excitement now, aren't I? TARDIS and everything else, and not only with canon, that not only fit with canon and are blindingly obvious, but have never been done before. That's always the mark of a good idea, right? That fits in canon, and it's one of the reasons I hated Timeless Children. It didn't fit in canon. It hadn't been done before, but it didn't fit in canon either. So there does exist what I can only describe as an ultimate Doctor Who pitch, poised to materialize, so waiting for the day Russell Davies tires of the Time Lord. Oh, wouldn't that be great? Well, Grant Morrison was a writer and producer on Brave New World and Happy, which is just the kind of thing BBC like to bear in mind when making such decisions. As it stands, there is no reason no reason why not. And might Grant be talking about Alan Grant there? Do you think, or possibly Paul Cornell, who did? They did praise. No, he did praise. He's not a collection of people. It's like, really, I got when I make these videos, I edit them on something called Adobe Premiere, which is professional. I do professional graphic design and video production in my day job, right? And they got this vocal enhancer, which I use a lot because it cheats. You can you put a vocal enhancer on it, makes your voice sound either more manly or more feminine, right? More girly. And it used to be when you put it on, you would choose music, male voice, female voice. Now you get choice of music, low voice, high voice. Okay, it's like whatever, mate, whatever. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm happy for anybody to be whoever they want to be, but I'm not happy for this complete restructuring of reality around whatever, mate. I mean, like, again, nobody should attack anybody for being who they are. Although, having said that, if you're the sort of person, who like really feels you when you dress up as in a leather sex donkey outfit and have a dildo shoved up your ass, I don't mind that. I'm fine with you doing that. God bless you. You have a good time. I don't want you doing it in Sainsbury's. Okay, that's it. I don't want you doing it in the street. It's fine. In the privacy of your own home, that's fine. In a club with like-minded people, that's fine. Drag queens story hour, no. Not fine. Not fine at all. I'm sorry. Especially as the person who started that has just been arrested for being a paedophile. It just maybe, it's not that surprising. Anyway, he. unless he says his pronouns are they, them, and I don't believe he does, because he's always struck me as being not a moron, right? Not a moron. Anyway, I digress. Let's get back to the Doctor Who's filming. Neil Patrick Harris is in Doctor Who, and it's going to be fan-freaking-tastic, right? It really is. The reason it's going to be great is because he's going to bring in a whole new demographic, just like Yasmin Finney is, just like Shuti Gatwa is, right? They're going to bring in tons of people who haven't seen Doctor Who before. Like Neil Patrick Harris, my wife will watch it. And if Russell gives us a good time, if he gives us a good time, right, and it's an entertaining show, they're going to stick. It's going to be huge. I'm telling you, Doctor Who is going to be huger than it's ever been before, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. So trying to work out who Neil Patrick Harris is playing. You know, there was a big. You'll see this in the pictures. There's a big sign saying "Toy Maker of the Year." I mean, it might be a double bluff, but maybe not. So let's do a quick run through these. Who is this? 10 Reddit theories about who they're playing. Right, the Master, bit obvious. And yeah, look, while it does fit in with like the Sacha Dhawan Master, it's totally fine. While it does fit in with like the Sacha Dhawan Master, it doesn't really feel like the character to me. Right, Russell T Davies really understands the characters, right? And I think Missy was Stephen Moffat. Missy was a great example of the Master, right? A really fantastic example of the Master, imbuing like bits of Ainley, bits of Delgado, and being completely bonkers, and a very, very good foil for Peter Capaldi. Oh man, this is totally frozen, right? I can't even scroll down. No, let's see what the. So saying number 9, Omega. I don't think so. Omega doesn't strike me as like, you know, a kind of like playful dancing villain. I mean, it seems to be, it fits very much into the Sarah Jane Adventures Tricksters Brigade sort of thing. Was the Celestial Toymaker not mentioned as one of the Tricksters Brigade at some point? And the other thing is, what's his name? Graham. Bradley Walsh. Bradley Walsh played one of the Tricksters Brigade in Sarah Jane, right? So Omega, I don't know. It just seems like you're picking names out of a hat right now. It's frozen again. Must be Screen Rant. Screen Rant just freezes up the browser. Come on. What's number? I'm about to give up. Because this is just a stupid article at this point. Okay. Can you know? Who cares? Dreamlord. Oh, here we go. Davros, no! Stop! But how? Why would you have Davros as like a fruity, dancing, playful villain? No, that's just dumb, okay? That is just dumb. Special Toymaker, obviously, I mean, that's the most likely choice. Former companion, doubt it. Especially not one of them. Listen, I mean, this is what our video is going to be about on Monday, I think. You know, you may have noticed that Russell T Davies is drowning out Jodie Whittaker's finale as Doctor Who, right? There's lots of excitement around it, and we go, what? Well, Russell T Davies is drowning out Jodie Whittaker. It's not good. I don't understand. I think he's doing it on purpose, frankly, because I think it's really genuinely made a real dent on the franchise, right? I think it's really genuinely hurt the franchise. The Doctor, God, I hope it's not that one. Rassilon, it seems silly. Dreamlord, more likely than anything other than the Celestial Toymaker. Professor Yana, no. Doctor Horrible, most likely thing yet, right? Most likely thing yet. Yeah, this was all stupid. that was all deeply ridiculous. Fine. Let's go over to the all the footage we have. It's like tons of video, tons and tons of pictures from 2 days worth of filming. One was set in a period setting in the past. One set in contemporary. Can't wait to show you. Can't wait to watch it. Doctor Who's coming back, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic. The attention to detail everybody's saying over in Bristol is freaking incredible. Which shows you there's a lot of money spent on this and a lot put into it. So all this stuff is made up, right? All this stuff. So this is the air date for whatever this special is, right? Obviously, and you see, Christmas Day isn't. There's no show, right? This has got to be. I mean, this was made by them, right? This was made by their art department. Everything was made by the art department. All of this was stuff. Right, it's over there. I wonder what happens if you found those numbers. This graffiti was made. Some people said they thought it said Flux. I don't know. I can't imagine. I can't. I mean, other than it'll be a joke, but apparently that graffiti was put there by the art department. This is all set up by them. So it looks like some kind of Jubilee last chance buy now, except like what is? But then here you see more stuff over there. Where you come up with something quite interesting. Well, look, we got a larger picture of this. Toy maker of the year. Maybe it's just the doctor's wife, red herring, right? Maybe it's not the toy maker at all. Maybe he's just playing around with us. Maybe it's part of the Tricksters Brigade, right? All I know is it's a huge freaking actor they got for this. Yeah, toy maker of the year. It's either Russell dicking with us or telling, like, doesn't seem to be too shy about spoiling things, right? I think he's doing this to like show Chibnall what a bad job he's done. He's like, I mean, this is how you market your show, right? You have excitement. Don't hide it. Yeah, the money they're spending on this. Oh my God, there's so much money they're spending on this. Bit a unit truck there. And again, all this stuff is there for look at this, Henrik's, right? Henrik from the first episode, like the department store. Isn't that the Bluesby Gazette? Isn't that what Alpha said? Not Alpha. Bernard Cribbins, whatever. I think that's what he was selling, right? All this was done by the art department. More blowing up cars. We're going to see the footage in a minute. Mr. Emporium, right? We see a lot more of that in a second. That's very important. Yeah, all this stuff done completely by the art department. The stuff I saw today shows a totally different setup. All right, so we close up all these things. Future of tech with industry leaders. I don't recognize any of the people. I don't know. Puppets and bears in the Mr. Emporium window. There's a bit, David. Oh, and he's looking awesome, right? He's looking awesome, as is this bloody production, looking absolutely awesome. Here, comparison with his first day to today, it's crazy, right? I guess he is a Time Lord, right? I look at this. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Are you out your mind? It's gonna be off the chart. I think we need to start seeing. Look at that. We need to start seeing some video. I got a lot of video, right? A lot of video. There we go. On the wrong thing. Where we go? I made a new folder. I'll start off with the oldest stuff, right? There's a lot. We've got a ton to look at, and it's all interesting. Wizzy Will. Yeah, that's David there, right? That's David over here in the. He's about to run. There he goes. I can't imagine how big this thing is going to be. It looks like it's going to be like massive. Like just, I can't tell you about it. Here we go. There's another one. I mean, this looks bigger to me than, remember the Autumn Invasion in the first episode? This looks like a gazillion times bigger. Great weather as well.
Yeah, not bad.
Bristol looks pretty good for London. It's a good, it's good standard, right? I wouldn't be able to tell the difference. and I'm from London. So it's either shameful or it's very good. I can't tell which. Oh yeah, this stuff's awesome. There you go. You see David run out in front of the flames. That's it. Hang on. I think this is going to be good. I don't know what to tell you. I just think this is going to be very good. Yeah, but the stuff today with Catherine was even better. So that what was that one? We had on Tuesday. I think we're up to this one now. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, look at this, man! Like, you don't see David Tennant in this shot. This is like background. What are they fighting over, you think? What is they fighting over? It must be some kind of mind thing the trickster's doing or whatever, the toy maker. So did we get all of these ones? Let me just check if we got this one. I've probably seen this one. Yeah, we did. Fine. Hang on. Got a lot more to come. I mean, again, this stuff looks like it's going to be off the charts. And we got footage of whoever it is, the toy maker. Who, I mean, they're clearly leading us to believe it's the toy maker. I'm seeing all like chaos in the background, you know, like this organized chaos. Nah, there's so many people in the production. Like to me, this looks like a movie level production. You don't think they're going to do a movie, do you? You don't think they're going to put it in the cinema? I bet they might. Holy shit. I bet they might. I bet it's for streaming and cinema. Oh my God, that would be huge. Or maybe it's the big HBO Max, thing to get people in. I will make me subscribe. Right? Totally make me subscribe. There we go. New one. So wait, what's that last one we just did? Is it this one? I think we're up to this one. Exactly the same one. Okay, fine. Let me remove that. There we go. Video for here we go. All right, there's David. There you go. How much of this do you think Russell D. Davies? Doing this because he can, because he's got the money to do it, but also doing this to just make us all go crazy, right? I mean, like, you know what? I know what he's doing. Holy shit! I've worked out what he's doing. Holy shit! I've worked out what he's doing. He's drowning out Jody. That's exactly what he's doing. What is obviously happening, right? He's drowning out Jody because he understands how toxic Jodie Whittaker is to the brand. He'll never say it. Too professional. He's drowning out. He's making everybody remember. Oh my God, David Tennant, Doctor Who. And it's the best Doctor Who ever, right? Here, let me just a second. What's he making everybody remember? He's making everybody remember this, right? Better times and fun TV. Oh my God, that's what he's doing, right? He's drowning out Jodie with a lot of this. I mean, maybe I'm giving him too much credit, but I think he's a clever guy, and I think he knows how to use. I think he knows how to use media, but an innate understanding, right? I really do. But that's what I think he's doing, right? I think he is. Yeah, we keep saying, what's he doing? He's drowning out Jody, and the answer is, oh, he's drowning out Jody. That's exactly what he's doing. Oh, here we go. We're going to see the trickster or whatever. No, there he is. Neil Patrick Harris. Oh!
I don't care, just do something.
He's going to be a great villain. I like he's got this like fun sort of. Listen, I know everybody hated it, and I don't know why, right? Matrix the Resurrection. Give it another watch for this guy's performance as the villain. That's who we're going to be getting, right? It's a great performance. Honestly, it's a great villain. I like Matrix. I mean, Resurrections. It was silly. It didn't want to exist. I know that. I know it didn't want to exist, but it was still very good. Right? Not very good. It was still, it was organic to the original story. It didn't contradict the original story. And I was kind of enjoyable. I would watch it again, but watch it for his performance. He is great in this as a villain, in that as a villain. Is he on any like talk shows or anything in England?
I don't care, just.
I wonder if they booked him in. I hope he is. That'd be great. Yeah, I just came in to Doctor Who. It's such an honor. Can't you imagine him saying it? Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, sorry. I think, okay, people forget how awful things are straight away, even as it stops. Right? People forget how awful they are. And I'm talking about people who like went through the Holocaust, right? People forgot how bad the camps were, right? Like, pretty quickly. I mean, they did. They had the post-traumatic stress for years and years. But like, as soon as they started getting regular meals, it was like remembering a dream. And that's what I think the Jody years are going to be like. Pretty. Russell D. Davies is drowning out Jody. That's exactly what's going on. Let's see what this one is. Oh, this one's from today. So look. They're in a different setting. Then we're going to see some stuff with Catherine. Yeah, let's go back to this now. Fine. So they're in. So that was yesterday. It's just great. I'm sorry. And he's not even my favorite doctor. The end of time, that thing says. What the hell does that mean? Everything means something. That's the thing. Everything means something. Yeah. Okay, it means something. There's Neil Patrick Harris. I think he looks fantastic. And I look, honestly, we as Doctor Who fans, we're lucky and honored to have him, and we really should be. He's a huge talent. He's a huge star. He brings people in. And that's what you want. You want people to bring people in again after being alienated. Like most people have been alienated from Doctor Who. He'll make my wife sit down and watch it with me, right? He'll bring people in. It's like, oh, there's David having a quick break. And look again, looking fantastic. Oh, can't wait. I like his suit. It's a different type of suit than I thought it was. But I've got a lot of good stills of him now. So now you see we're in a period setting. Mr. Emporium's still there, but it's there, I don't know, back in time. Going back in time. And there's Catherine, wheelchair, missing Wilf. Well, I looked at it. Wilf's the name for a bit of wreckage there, and the TARDIS on set. Now, let me know in the chat, okay? Is this the Jodie TARDIS? I don't think it is. I think they may have jettisoned the Jodie TARDIS already. Thank God if they have, right? Here, 1 second. Let me have a look. I'll do a search. Jodie Whittaker TARDIS. TARDIS exterior. Oh, look. It could be, I guess. It's all about that lamp. All right? It's actually, I'm not sure. Let's have a look again. Could be. The lamp doesn't look like it to me. The lamp looks a lot small. Yeah, it could be. It's very hard to tell. But something I did notice. Look what logo's back. Look what logo's gone away, straight bloody away. I bet I was like, don't put that shit logo on my production. It could be Jonas, I can't tell. But then we've got a lot of green screen stuff. David and Catherine striking their stuff. Oh my God, I'm just happy to see it again. This could be a cinema event. It's a cinema budget by the looks of it. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be great. And look, this looks like the bulk of the adventure. You know, it's not Wilf or Yasmin. It's the Doctor and Rose saving the world, right? But yeah, but they're in the 1930s by the looks of it. Also, but can we see the signage? Factory warehouses, premises to be let. Yeah, I tell you, he still got it. David Tennant, you still got it, mate. I can't wait till we start seeing the makings of this. Yeah, let's see, we got some more video. So we did this one. Where are we up to? Over here, I think. Yeah, I didn't know Bristol had this many different types of, like, you know, shooting possibilities. It looks good. It looks very good. Oh, whoever that couple is, that's who the shot is on. I wonder who that is. That shot is totally tracking them. Rose meets Rose. That's probably going to happen. Also, I got a rumor that Nicola Bryant's going to be in Jodie's finale. Oh, there you are. Come David and Catherine. Natural as ever. Like no time's gone by. Second, I think we've got one or two more. I think at this point it's starting to get pretty repetitive. It's just funny because I like them showing you everybody's recording it before they started. So look, Russell knows this is going to happen. Again, I think he's just showing Chibnall what a dick he is. People join the ride. It's an adventure. Doctor Who is a thrilling adventure from every aspect of it. Watching it being made is an adventure. Right? People want to take part. It's not just a thing you sit down and you watch. This is a national institution. And Russell understands that. And Russell loves England, right? Russell loves the British. There's a lot of sanity in Russell, even though he's bonkers. And Moment Truth is coming, babies. That's I hope Russell makes it through. I hope we actually end up seeing. It just looks like they're putting so much money into this. It's going to look gorgeous. Oh man, it's going to look incredible, isn't it? It's a big screen budget, right? Harrison's great actor, says Carrigan's Crash Course. He's definitely going to bring people to the show. I have my doubts that some Russell Davies choices, but not about this one. No, I think generally speaking, his nose is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. Look, colour me excited, mate. Colour me excited. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.